Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed my episode 1 of my trip to Armenia. I reached the Wings of Tatev at 4 p.m. after a 3 hours drive took me from Jermuk to Wings of Tatev. Wings of Tatev is the aerial tramway to Tatev Monastery. It's the shortest and most impressive route to Tatev Monastery and the longest reversible cableway in the world, recorded in the Guinness Book of Records. I had a typical Armenian lunch at Wings of Tatev, which included Armenian tea, plate full of herbs and salads, and Armenian local bread called lavash. The whole way from Wings of Tatev to Tatev Monastery took me about 12 minutes, which I spent enjoying landscapes, valleys, and the beautiful view from the top. The cable car then dropped me at a beautiful spot, from where I was taken by a local Armenian driver in an old four-wheel drive of Soviet vintage 1959 to a spot where I could get an aerial view of the Tatev Monastery. Tatev Monastery is the architectural pearl of medieval Armenia. It was one of the biggest monastic centers where one of the Armenian medieval universities was founded from 14th to 15th century. Located at the edge of the picturesque gorge of Vorotan River, Tatev Monastery became specially well visited after world's longest double-track cable car has been built in 2010. The name of the monastery has become a cause of many legends. According to one of those legends, when the architect was about to finish his work and was putting the last stone on the dome of the church, he asked Lord to give him wings, Tatev, meaning give wings, so that he can fly high into the sky and see the wonder he had created from the far. God listened to the prayer of the talented architect by giving him wings to see his creation. I had a mesmerizing and peaceful experience at the Tatev Monastery. The place was rich with history, culture, and serenity. Having experienced the beauty of the place, I then took the cable car again and drove back to the hotel. That night, I shifted to Hotel Hyatt Place, Jermuk. Hyatt Place, Jermuk is conveniently located in the center of Jermuk and is famous for its accessibility and its provision to a wealth of enriching individual experiences to both business and leisure travelers alike. I was living in a suite. The bright air-conditioned rooms with warm-colored interiors and modern decor were a true delight. My room featured a separate bedroom and living area, including one king-height grand bed and a cozy corner with sofa and a mountain view. I had a peaceful sleep in this comfortable place and the next day woke up fresh and energized. I quickly got ready, went to the cafe and ate a healthy and nice breakfast, and then I started for Garni Temple via Yerevan. This is the only pagan temple left in Armenia, which has not been turned into a church. A 3.5-hour drive took me to Garni Temple from Jermuk. All the way, I went clicking pictures and taking hauls at many spots. I then went into the restaurant overlooking the Garni Temple where I had some yummy aubergine, potatoes and grilled fish. I finished a quick lunch and then went inside the Garni Temple with my guide. Located in the same name village, the pagan temple of Garni is the only standing one in CIS, Commonwealth of the Independent States. The temple dates to 77 AD and is a bright example of the developed culture and beliefs of the locals. Armenians had 8 pagan gods and goddesses at the time, which were equal in numbers, 4 male and 4 female. The temple of Garni was dedicated to the male god of sun, Mitra, or Mihir, as local called him. He was responsible for sun, light, and justice. After the spread of Christianity, Armenia, the first country to adopt Christianity as the state religion of the country in 301. This was followed by the destruction of many pagan temples, which were not only homes for gods, but also schools where boys got military education and girls got ready to become mothers and wives. Garni is the only one that survived the undergoing changes and now is lively with its many local and foreign visitors, as well as the Aratic, meaning sun people, Armenian pagans, that continue ceremonies in the temple to celebrate pagan holidays. The water near Garni temple was refreshing. I noticed little spring water taps all over this country that had fresh water located at short distances. The water in Armenia is known for its special therapeutic quality, which really quenches the thirst and energizes you. Transcending to a different world after a visit at Garni temple, I came back to the hotel, rested for a while in the evening, and then went out to the cafes. The cafe culture in Yerevan is amazing. The weather was beautiful, people were hospitable, the restaurants were quirky and served a variety of food and wines. It was really nice sitting around and chilling. The cafes in Yerevan are open until late night. So I went out for a dinner in a restaurant and then to a nightclub, which was set up in a warehouse and had nice music and ambience. It was a fun experience. I just loved the music and had a good time dancing and enjoying myself. The next day it was time for spa, and I went to a wine and grape spa. In the wine and grape spa, I met the owners, a couple who started this concept and they copyrighted it. They grow their own organic red and white grapes. They have done an intensive research on the benefits of grapes on our skin and overall well-being. And all the treatments at the spa are done with these organic grapes. It was a rejuvenating experience as I went into the sauna and steam from red grapes extract, had a whole body scrub with red grapes and grape seeds, and then soaked myself in jacuzzi with water and cold, almost chilled white grapes extract, followed by an entire massage with grape oil. It was something I had never experienced before. This whole procedure was called the goddess treatment, and I surely felt like one. I've always been open to experiencing things I've not experienced before. The antioxidants in the grapes made my skin feel baby-like, and I was thoroughly refreshed and rejuvenated. Feeling fresh from the spa, I then went for a stroll around the city, had delicious dinner, and then retired for the day. 5 days in Armenia were definitely not enough to soak in its beauty and enjoy it thoroughly. There's just so much more to do in this country. But it was time for me to get back to Dubai. On the way back, sitting in my comfortable seat in the Air Arabia flight, I was thinking that the history of Armenia had seeped into me, and I was a more empowered and zealous me after exploring this wonderful hidden gem of the world, Armenia. As Seneca has aptly said, travel and change of place impart new vigor to the mind, and I couldn't agree more. A huge thanks to Air Arabia Holidays, and the Tourism Board of Armenia for making my trip and my stay in Armenia so fabulous and amazing. I'm definitely coming back to Armenia for longer time next time.